Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I want to help you discover your true potential. But that does not mean that we're going to just, do some magical stuff, and you're going to discover yourself, okay? None of that stuff. I'm going to help you discover your gift, your talents, your skills, and how to nurture them and how to use them for your good. As most of you know, I am a teacher, a photographer, mom, but also a daycare provider for about almost 2 years now. But now I'm going to give you reasons why you should open a daycare and why you should not. But today I'll give you reasons why you should not, okay? Because some of you might be thinking that, oh, daycare, you make a ton of money. Listen to this. Why you should not open a daycare is if you can't stand kids, you have no patience with them, you don't like them, please don't open a daycare. Can't be around them. You can't take the screaming, the yelling, the fighting. You have no patience. You have no experience. Don't do it. That's reason number one. Okay. Reason number two is last minute cancellations. Okay. They will just cancel and you have no control over it. Okay. So, reason number three, late payments. Oh, yeah. You have to remind them. You have to sit, as per your contract, you're supposed to send the payment every Friday. For me, it's every Friday after 8 p.m. After that, if there is a late fee, I have not implemented the late fee yet because I know most of the parents and how their schedules are. And I also have been giving them grace and being too nice. And I'm telling you, don't do that. Be professional. No grace, no niceness. They will walk all over you. Reason number four is parents. Some parents, they just don't like to communicate. They just think that they're dropping the kids off and they can't wait to run off to work or to wherever they are going, and they think that you're everything there for them. Um, and they think that they don't owe you any communication. Like, you have to communicate. Like, if your child is sick and I say your child is sick and I text you and I call you, you don't respond, you need to respond. You need to call back. You need to have your phone with you so that I can reach you. So a lot of parents do this, and then they blame you. They will blame you that you're just bothering them at work. You're always telling them, oh, there's something going on with your child. Mind you, that's your responsibility. You went through the training where you're supposed to keep the parents on the loop. I would love to, when we hire the babysitter and we have her watch our kids, I am always texting her and asking her how the kids are doing, and I want her to text me and send me pictures as well, because I'm interested to know the well-being of my kids. Nothing wrong with that. Number five, rule pushback. Some parents don't like rules. They don't like your policy. They don't like that you have late pickup fees. They don't like none of that. Like I said, they want, when you sign the contract with them, sit down, make sure you explain everything. Otherwise, they're gonna ignore all of that. And even after you have signed and explained everything, I've had so many experiences, they're still going to ignore them and pretend like they didn't sign that contract, that part of the contract that wasn't in there. They're gonna pretend like they got amnesia. Your job is to remind them. So those are the 5 reasons. I know there's more. One big one that I found is, do not get a loan. Don't go in debt. Don't expect the fact that now you open a daycare, you can get a car, you can get a loan, you can pay for this, that, open credit cards. Can't depend on that. Okay? At least for 2 to 3 years, you are just investing. You are not to spend. Use those 2-3 years to build your business, pay off debts, and then maybe you can start saving and reaping the benefits of owning a daycare. Until then, lay low. Because today you have the parents, your clients, tomorrow you may not. And where does that leave you? Okay? So when Don't get into your head that, you know, having a daycare, oh my gosh, you get to make all that money. You're spending a lot. I provide the food and a lot of other stuff. I don't want the parents to bring the food. Um, the state does not help with food. I know some daycares, they take that. I don't want that. And also when you have kids on DSS, which is the government assistance, that's the worst. That's the worst. That is the worst. They are 2 to 3 months late on payments. So that's another reason not to open a daycare unless you super have to and you're experienced. I have over 20 years as experience as a child care provider, teacher. But again, the business field, the business side of daycare is completely different. I'm learning new things every day. So, sorry. But these are the reasons that you should not open a daycare. Tomorrow or this week, sometime this week, I will post a video, the reasons why you should open a daycare. So follow for more. Bye.